come on in here. Alexander Ragtime Band, come on in here, come on in here. The best band in the land. They can play a bugle call like you never heard before. So natural that you wanna go to war. It's just the bestest band. Whatever, oh honey lamb, come on along, come on along. Let me take you by the hand to meet the man, to meet the man who's the leader of the band. And if you wanna hear that Swanee River played in a ragtime, come on in here, come on in here, come on in here, come on in here, come on and hear that Alexander Ragtime Band. Come on along, come on along. Let me take you by the hand to meet the man, to meet the man who's the leader of the band. And if you wanna hear that Swanee River played in a ragtime, well, come on in here, come on in here, come on in here, come on in here, come on and hear that Alexander Ragtime Band.
Can you hold that tile, fellas, a second? You mean this way? No?
Yeah, move your microphone.
You mean this way?
That's fine. Like
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
that's good.
All right.
You're rolling.
Okay. Mr. Bailey, how much have you spent on this renovation here?
Oh, about $232,000 when completed.
Why have you done it?
Well, I tell you that we'll find out that that the Negro business has got to compete with the white to keep their business going. And I'll find out that if they would do it, we wouldn't lose any business. But if we don't do it, we are going to lose business. We got to give better and faster service than any motel or any restaurant or any colored business have been operated just under segregation bill.
Do you find that you're losing a lot of business to white motels?
Well, now we haven't, because I figure we have started in time. And I've talked to several Negro businessmen that I know well, and they are going to do it in hotels, restaurants, and nightclubs, and they said they are going to do it. And so we was talking the other day, a couple of fellas and I, that they was going to start soon because they are losing. But we have started in time to protect ourselves, and I think that we will be all right.
Well, now, what about the rates here? Do you have to undercut your competition, your white competition, in order to make it here?
We are going to have the same rate as white. We got browse suite and executive suite just like the white motels have. And we're going to have a commercial rate just like the white motels have. And we're going to compete just all the way around. We're just going to have a first-class hotel open to the public. And I don't think we'll have any trouble at all.
What do you think the attitude of the Negroes who want to go into white motels are concerned? Do you think that they will retract and come back into a predominantly Negro hotel?
Well, now, what I find out, since we have built these 32 units here, that the Negro traveler just wants a real first-class motel. And he just want to feel that when he pays his money, he's getting first class. Now, that's the way I find out. But we have had a few whites, and they have really enjoyed staying with us. They really have some we have had to come back. And but I think most of the Negro want is a first-class motel, a first-class anything. I says he's making money, and he figured that if he want to go someplace, he want to be able to go. Now that's the way I feel about it, because I haven't lost any yet. But if I hadn't, I would have.
Mr. Bailey, you spent almost $250,000 here, haven't you?
Well, almost. That I would say in the neighborhood of that.
Why did you feel the need to spend that amount?
Well, with the integration bill passed, that I think it was time to do it. And I think that we have got ahead of everybody in my race so that we could keep the business we did have and draw more. And I was talking to several other Negro businessmen, and they are going to do the same thing.
This means that you're losing a lot of business then, is that right?
Well, now, we haven't lost any because we have started in time. We was planning on this 5 or 6 years ago, but it come too soon, so we just jumped ahead of it. So I don't think that we will lose any. I think we should gain more.
Have a lot of Negro motel owners folded here?
No, we don't. Well, I am the oldest motel for Negroes before the integration bill passed. I was the oldest motel. I had a 16-unit motel.
Was there a lot of testing of the Public Accommodations Act by Negroes locally here in Memphis?
Well, I tell you, we haven't had any trouble by testing. I know when the law was passed, they was going to these white motels, and they didn't have any trouble at all.
They were accepted here.
Fine.
And how do you intend to lure them back to a Negro motel? That is, the Negroes are moving into the white motels, and you're faced with a competition question. Now, how do you intend to get them back
the honest thing
again?
about that is that I'm open to the public. And if I got a first-class motel, I'm looking for the public to come. And I believe that this hotel will equal to any motel in Memphis, white or colored, when I get through.
So you have a great deal of faith about the fact of both Negroes and whites coming to your motel?
Sure. The honest thing I want is a first-class motel, run it first class, and just keep on smiling. That's the only thing I can say.
You used to be a Pullman porter, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
You ever think you'd like to go back to that?
Well, if the plane and the jet would go out of business, I think we would be in business again. That's what I think. Now, what do you think?
Okay. I think you're right.
All right.
You're happy doing what you're doing.
Fine,
You'd
fine.
rather not.
I like to meet the peoples.
Isn't this kind of risky business?
Not at all.
In this particular stage of our history?
I don't think so.
Why not?
Well, because I got faith. And if somebody would come up and tell me, says, I will loan you $200,000 more, I says, okay, only thing you got to do is draw up the papers. And then I was trying to build a 100-unit motel right in this same spot.
Have you had any trouble raising the money?
Not at all.
Have other Negro motel owners?
Well, I don't know. I haven't talked to them on that issue.
How many are trying to do that kind of thing in this area?
Well, I can't pinpoint it, but I will say this. Everybody is trying to borrow money to remodel or build. That's what I find out. But I'm trying to do my own, and it keeps me pretty busy trying to look after my own right now. But give me another 60 days, and I can go around and tell you who's doing what, because I'll be through. Because we are building, I guess you see our swimming pool and our dining room will be on the way in the next few days. Edgar Davis contractor's got the plans already, and my bar situation is fine.
Thank you.
So we're on a good road of competing.
Thank you.
Okay?
Okay, hold it 1 second.
We're finding ourselves competing with white motels owners, and we have got to give equal or better service so we won't lose our customers. That's what I've found out in the since the integration bill has passed. I find out that that's one thing we've got to make up in our mind. We have got to give better. And the only thing we can do now is to give service. That's the main thing.
Okay, let's try that once more. Just keep rolling. Just keep rolling. Okay. We've got to go ahead.
We are finding ourselves competing with white motels owners. And we have got to give equal, better service so we won't lose our customers and gain more. That's what I believe in.